Hey, 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 hey.
Everywhere I'm turning.
Hey, 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 hey. It's Wednesday and this is the 10th episode of Lunch Break with Ekow Mensah, and Wednesdays are for women. I dedicate my Wednesdays to women. It's not just me. Globally, Wednesdays, women are recognized, women are celebrated. And today I am with Alicia Keys, one of my favorites artists of all time. Alright, and she's singing Superwoman, and I think this will be one of my signature songs. So let's just enjoy a bit of it. Come back. But in the meantime, you can comment with songs that you would want us to play on Wednesdays as our signature lunch break Wednesday song that empowers women. If you have any song like that, just put it in the comment box. But in the meantime, let's enjoy Superwoman. Superwoman. Women can go in exhibiting their potential, exhibiting their capacity to actually make this world a better place. And I believe strongly that women are superwomen and need to be given opportunity to really turn this world around. All right, and I'm happy that women are finding their voices. Women are taking on audacious goals and audacious roles now. And when you read through a lot of biographies of women out there, they are taking on challenges that has never been seen before. And I am really, really happy, and I celebrate women every day. So today being Wednesday, this is what we do on lunchtime, celebrating women and cheerleading them on, and just letting them know that we've got their backs and they should just keep going. They are inspiring us. And honestly, I mean, I can't stop talking about women because I have three powerful women in my life that have been so instrumental and influential. My mom, my two sisters, they've been nothing but phenomenal. And since I have a first-hand experience of how powerful women can be and how much influence they can have in people's life, especially men, I will never stop talking about them. I'll never stop cheering them on. So thank you so much for joining me for my lunch break with me, Ekow Mensah, today on Wednesday. Oh, Joris, good to see you. All right, so today I am making an audacious statement or a claim that no man's success is ever complete without women. No man's success is ever complete without women. And I know this is an audacious claim, but I think I have enough to support this claim. And maybe at the end of this live, we would be able to see and testify that it's true what I'm saying, that indeed no man's success is ever complete without women. All right, so in the comment box, please type agree or not agree. If you don't agree, please let me know. If you agree, let me know. If you think I'm being overly biased towards women, please let me know so that we can enrich the conversation this afternoon. Let me know. Do you agree with my statement or do you disagree? Even before I break my statement down in my bid to convince you that no man's success is ever complete without women. And it's not even about a man not being successful without women. Of course, men can be successful without women. They've been successful without men, but that's not what I'm trying to say here, that men cannot be successful without women. No, I'm saying that even if they got the success by their own efforts and they didn't need any woman or whatever, at any point in that success, without women, it's not complete. No matter how high up the ladder you go, no matter how successful you become as a man, no matter how rich you become as a man, without women, without a woman, you will not be complete. And you may think you are, but you're not. And I'll show you examples of how that has, been evident in a lot of people's lives, and actually some of the most powerful people in the world, how the influence of women and the presence of women have given them some level of completeness in their lives and in their success. All right. So if you agree, let me know. And Anarba, thank you so much for always being here and enriching the conversation. Joris says, I agree. I mean, if Joris agrees, then I think we should just close the live, because I know him, and if he says that he agrees that his success is not complete without women, then what is there to say? Okay. All right. So Nanarba is giving suggestions on the songs that we can use as signature songs, and even closing off songs for our Wednesday. So let me check it out so that we can play it in the course of the live session. Okay. All right. So no man's success is complete without women. And I'm saying women because I'm not particularly saying one woman. Okay, it could be various women playing different roles at different points of his life, but there will certainly be at least one woman that would ensure that his success is complete. And when I say his success is complete, it's a sense of fulfillment. It's a sense of, completely fulfilling or achieving everything that you intended to achieve for your life. And the first thing I'll say is, let's use the example of God. Let's go all the way to the beginning of life, the beginning of existence, the beginning of humanity, which is in the Garden of Eden. All right. Whether you believe it or not, for us Christians, that's what we believe. So you go all the way when God says, let us make man in our own image. All right. And let us give him dominion over the earth, the fishes, and everything. And after man was created, and I don't know if you've read my 5 advantages that women generally have over men, you realize that I said women even came at a point where God had an experience with creating human beings. So this is what defines the perfectness of women, or the perfect nature of women. And for any woman out there that is ever feeling down, that is ever feeling doubtful, that doesn't have any self-confidence, or has been pushed down so much by people's behaviors and people's disappointment and people not being there for you and all that, this is to assure you that for the very fact that you came after man was created, God had an experience, and he made sure that every experience he had gotten in creating man, you were going to be created in a way that you were complete in yourself, whether men like it or not. I believe this with all my mind, and it's in life. Anything you start, you probably would make some mistakes, and that's why men are, scum sometimes, because we were prototype. We were a prototype for God, you understand? And the only reference point he had was himself. But when Eve came, he had 2 reference points, himself and man. So then whatever experience he had in conceptualizing human beings and in creating human beings, he put it together and created woman. And he created woman at a point where he realized that man was incomplete. And that's where the argument comes, where they say women are helpmates and all that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have your own life and you cannot be independent and you cannot live without men. No. All we are saying is that this is a testament, the first testament, that a man's success is never complete without women. Imagine, Adam had everything in the Garden of Eden. He literally had his work cut out for him. He had provision. He had everything he needed for a successful life. He didn't need to compete with anyone. He had everything given to him in the 5 days that God created the earth. And he handed over this earth to man to enjoy. But then when God saw man, his heart just went out to him and said, no, regardless of whatever I have created, you, man, you're not complete. So let me make you someone that will symbolize the completeness of your success, your life, your legacy. And that's why no man's success, this one is debates, for or against. Hi Daniele, it's good to see you. Yes, it is good to see you. And Nanarva, yes, men were just prototype. So pardon us when we are getting a lot of things wrong. And that's why when a man finds a good woman, he finds favor with God. See, some of these things that are in the Bible, let us read it all. It's not all about prayer, my sisters and brothers. Prayer is good, but everything we need for life and living has been provided. We just need to know the word. We were just prototypes. Men were prototypes. Women were the final products. So when men are disappointing women, be patient with us. Because you see, at every age, women are more advanced mentally and intellectually than men. And that's why you can get a 60-year-old and he's been just thrown everywhere by some 23-year-old woman. And it happens. Because you see, intrinsically, we never really grow out of being boys. Men would always be boys. Men would always be prototypes. So at the end of the day, when a man finds a good woman, the joy that fills his heart, you have no idea. See, we are not there trying to be stubborn, or sometimes it's just, we are not ready. We don't know what to do with you. When we get a good woman, that's why most good women who genuinely love men are heartbroken. And this is a topic I'm going to discuss on one of these Fridays. Right now, we are talking about why your relationship will end in tears. We'll do part 2 on Friday, so just watch out. But today, this is my number one reason why a man's success is never complete without a woman, even in the Garden of Eden. Now, let's look at another instance in the same Garden of Eden. Now, women come into a man's life, and then instructions have been left. But this is what I love about women. You can't tell us what to do, and then we'll just take it and not ask questions. No. We are not timid like that. If you tell us to stay away from the apple, you need to give us 3, 4, 5 steps, reasons why we need to stay away from that good thing. I mean, it's apple. Why would we stay away from it? You understand? So women question the status quo. And that's why for centuries, women were literally strategically suppressed. Because women are not quiet. They would question the status quo. Why are we slaves in our own land? Why are we not enjoying the fruit of our labor? Why are we not enjoying the resources that God has? Imagine. Women would question the status quo. And that is why even in the Garden of Eden, women did not take it as God just instructed. You can't give us, yes, you created it, but we need to know why. So then women, in their bid to enlighten and expose man and give man what he needs to succeed, to be a man, to be enlightened, for his eyes to be opened, to advance in life, to expose him. She tasted and gave it to him. And that's how women are. They provide, they support, they uplift. When a woman comes into a man's life changes. And it's either for the best or the worst. When a woman wants to destroy you, you have no chance. It's only God that can help you. When a woman wants to lift you up, oh my God. See, it's maybe you've never experienced a good woman before. Because if you have, you will know and testify to what I am saying. When Eve saw the good thing, she decided that this will not pass my man by. That is how women are. And that's why women don't forget birthdays. They don't forget important days. They're always planning 2-3 months ahead. They're always planning. And even when they forget and they remember, they present it as if they've always remembered. And that's why men would always need women if they really want to build a lasting legacy. Any man that completely entrusts their woman with the fruit of their labor prospers. Just check the records. Check the records. And for the men here, if you want peace of mind, just give her money. Every money you are getting, even if it's not enough, give it to her. You know your monthly expenses is 2,000, but you get 1,000. Give her the 1,000 and just leave it. Give her the evidence that this is how much you earn, and leave it to her and see what happens. And that's what happened in the Bible. Okay? Danielle is sharing some amazing things, and we'll come there. All right, so if women will not keep any good thing from a man, if it looks good, if it sounds good, if it feels good, they will share it with you, because the advancement of men is at the heart of women. And it's not just that, but And that's the truth. Okay, so that's one. And in fact, most of the biggest influences in men's life, especially those that have really advanced in the world, are women. When you listen to people like Trevor Noah, when you listen to people like Elon Musk, and they talk about the biggest influences in their lives, they always mention their mother or some women in their lives that shaped the way they thought, the way they behaved, and the way they even, lived. Trevor Noah always mentions the grandmother, the grand aunties, the mother who shaped the way he thinks and the way he behaves. And it's there, everyone that has ever achieved. Except a few instances where maybe they couldn't get the benefit of a good woman in their lives. But a lot of the times, men that have succeeded have testimonies of the influence and the roles that women played in their lives. And even when you talk about Jesus, even though his disciples were all men, they were powerful women at every stage of his assignment that actually made him successful in what he was doing. So then, even though all the disciples were men, there were women at every stage that completed Jesus' assignment. And that's another reason why women, in the absence of women, men's success is not complete. All right? Now, when you look at even churches, if you're a pastor here and you want to start a church, you just need 5 women. Just 5. Just 5 women to trust you that you are a true man of God, your heart is in the right place, and you want to do the right thing. Just 5 women. If you want to start a church, just get 5 women. And 5, because that's like fingers, so they all play different parts of the finger to help you. Just 5 women, start the church. Put them in the church. Let them just see, when women just trust you, they don't think how much help they give you. All right, so every church that is thriving, every church that is doing well, check their history. There were women there. And sometimes the women are mostly behind the scenes. So you don't really see them like the way you see the men. You go to churches, you see all these men, all these pastors, all these associate pastors in front, and they are showing themselves and all that. And a lot of the women that are really supporting and holding them together are behind. And mostly you don't even see or hear about them. And that's how powerful women are. All right, when you look at companies that have structures, systems, companies that are doing the right things, companies that are not doing illegal things and all that, you will see that either women are heading it or women are at critical roles in that company. Women guarantee continuity and sustainability. And that's the truth, because they are nurturers. So they need to make sure that whatever you're starting, there is a continuous vision to it. A man's house is not a home without a woman. And for those of you who have the privilege of having women in your lives, you know that a house is just a house. The emptiness of a house is demonstrated by the absence of a woman. Build it, hire it, rent it, be in a kiosk. But the moment you have a good woman in your house, you call it a home. See how transformational just the presence of a human being is in a man's life. No matter how big the house is, without a woman in there, it's never a home. So why would you say your success is complete without a woman? After all the money, after all the success, you come home and you just have a house, a 13-bedroom, a 14-bedroom, and no woman. Come on, what are you talking about? Now, a woman in a man's life guarantees sustainability. And that's why a man finds favor with God when he finds a good woman. Why? Because God knows that the more I bless him, the more he will be blessed. Because this woman is there to make sure that there is continuity and stability in his blessings. And this is not just me being emotional about it. There are facts that I can show and talk about even for days that testify to the things I'm saying. And it's like a poor man saying that money is not good. Any man out there, and I challenge any man out there to come and tell me that what I'm saying is not true. And you would know in the history of that man that he's not had the privilege of experiencing a good woman. Or he's just abused women that were good to him. So he hasn't, or maybe he came from a background where they didn't value, they didn't respect, and they were unfortunately they didn't experience the power of a woman in that home, in that background. So unfortunately, they don't know what to do with women. They don't know how to value women, and for them, women are just objects or trophies. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what. And even see, when a man is successful, let's just say the richest man, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all of them, they stand on the red carpet by themselves. They are only billionaires. But when they stand on the red carpet with a woman, what do they call them? Tell me, when a billionaire stands on the red carpet by himself, he is only referred to by his net worth. But when he stands on the red carpet with a woman, what is he called? I'll leave that to you. That's a question. Have you thought about it before? Because you see, the moment you see the man with the woman, it's not just about his net worth and how much he's made. It's about the perception of stability and strength. This is a responsible man. The demonstration of responsibility is even on how you can take care of the woman God has given you. My brothers, it's not easy like that. Most of us don't know what to do with women. And we haven't experienced the power that women, have to influence our destinies. And that's why we are just, jojoing them like that. Don't try. They can just say one prayer and your entire dynasty will come down. Anyway, so a woman is a source of continuity in a man's life. A woman is a source of continuity in a man's life. Why? Because at the end of the day, after all the success, and you don't have any kids, you don't have any dependents, you don't have anyone to will these things to, you give it to charity. It's good, you can give it to charity, but then your lineage ends, your legacy ends. Is that what you want? No. You can adopt, of course, but the one you adopted, it didn't come from a man, it came from another woman. So the continuity of a man's existence, a man's life, a man's legacy is hinged on a woman. Guys, see, my sisters, you see, you have to chill. Like, you have to just enjoy yourself. Take yourself on dates, go to spas, go to chill, just relax. Don't stress. Because if you find the right person, or the right person finds you, they won't let you be stressed. Those of you who are stressing yourself just because you think that, Charlie, you love this man so much, you are just killing yourself. Because you see, just by your very existence in his life, a lot is transformed. So then knowing that should give you a sense of your value, not just to a man, but in this world. Just your presence. So then if you are there and the person is not valued enough, and you are the one stressing, you are the one crying, you are the one praying, you are the one going for counseling, why are you there? It's only because when you compare yourself to him, he compliments you more than you compliment him. And I keep saying this every Wednesday. The only reason why you are still holding on to that relationship is because when you look at yourself, you don't feel worthy enough. So then he gives you that sense of worth, that sense of security, that sense of, pride. And that's why you're still enduring the nonsense he's giving you. There are men who would worship the very ground you walk on. Why? Because a woman in their life has taught them the value of a woman coming into their life. Are you listening to what I'm saying? There are men out there who would worship the ground you walk on. Why? Because sometime in that man's life, he's had the privilege of a woman who taught him the value of another woman. But unfortunately, a lot of men out there are just boys. And they don't know the value of a woman. And it's demonstrated by how they talk to the woman, how they treat the woman, how they look at the woman, how they pay attention to the woman, how they serve the woman, how they protect the woman, how they give the woman a sense of security. Listen, you're not asking for too much, my sister. Because his success is not why do you think that all these wealthy men, at every stage in their life, they want to find sometimes they divorce, and then, so if you have divorced, why don't you just stay? They will still find another woman. They will still find another woman for whatever reason. Why they are going to find the other woman is in what I'm discussing today. Regardless of how much money they have, they are only billionaires on the red carpet. But the moment they have a woman, every trait that makes him a powerful man now comes to play beyond net worth. One of the things that the world admires Obama for is the fact that we know how powerful Michelle is. But he never, ever denies that anywhere he gets the chance to speak about her. We all know Michelle is so powerful and she's the pillar behind Obama. We all know from his growing up, from his school days and all that, Michelle has always been a step ahead of Obama, of Barack. But look at what women do. And I tell you that women are always at the background pushing. See, so when guys, see, Michelle is powerful. We all know, undisputed. But she knew that with that power, she can literally be a kingmaker. And that's what happened. See, go after money, go after wealth, go after success, go after everything. It's a good thing. But at the end of the day, if you don't pay attention to finding a woman, your success will never be complete. Because imagine going on retirement and being by yourself. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? What did you do? You just went after money and now you live in a 20-bedroom mansion by yourself? And no matter how much help, house help, domestic help you have around, it's not the same as the one that you call your woman. That is actually one of your biggest achievements in life, to have a woman you can call your own, who calls you her own. It's not easy. So please, I beg you, men out there, go to another woman and learn how to value a woman. Trust me, the happiest men on earth are the ones who are not afraid to go home to their wives. The most miserable men on earth are the ones who are afraid to go home to their wives. Women can literally make or make you. Don't try them all. You, these things that you are doing, you see how you are struggling in life. It's because of some heartbreak you've given to someone. Go and find her and beg her. The pain in her heart is not letting God listen to your prayer. All right, so thank you. I think I've gone beyond my time. Let me see if I can find the song. See the song about Michael Bolton's song, When a Man Loves a Woman. You see that song, that lyric? You don't know. You haven't been in love before. That's why you're just fooling around. When you find love. When you find love, you stop struggling in life. I'm telling you. When you find love, you stop struggling. And unfortunately, I'll talk about this too one of these days, how women are getting their mind messed up, and pursuing all sorts of things that does not have any guarantee of, fulfillment. All right, so please, I think I've had a lot of people. Let me go back to my, there was another song that I wanted to play. Let me see. Please, whilst I'm looking for our song, can you share with me what your thoughts are? Now that I've shared with you why I think that a man's success is not complete. Okay, so let's do this.
Make love tenderly.
Hey! Anyway, thank you so much. Daniele says the excitement this afternoon shows someone special has shown you unconditional love. Your smiles gave you away. My brother, love is good. Oh, love is very, very good. Love. Me, I'm in between two sisters. The way they love me, my mother loves me. I've seen love before. Yeah, so it's true. You are very, very right. My dancing skills, they are good when I'm sitting, but when I stand, my leg and my hands are enemies. They are fighting. All right, so let me just say thank you. Daniele says, what did Adam achieve before the arrival? Nothing. Nothing. Adam did not. God even knew that Charlie, that man would not be successful if he's alone. Nothing. What did he do? He didn't do anything. The moment he was created, no, God saw that Charlie, that man is incomplete. All right. So another says, this is why Bible says that woman was made from man. Woman, let's understand who we are. It's true. Well, we were made so that men will not be inadequate. You were not made. Hey, see, I say we. You were made so that we will not remain incomplete and inadequate. But you were not necessarily made for us. You were made for the purpose of God, demonstrated by the responsibility He gave to man. And that's why you don't really need. See, I think I'm very biased when it comes to women, because I want to spend time to help women to understand who they are. So when you make a statement, and this is just to confirm what Nanaraba said, that you were made for men, but that's not entirely true. You were made to enable the completeness of God's purpose for man. You understand? But you by yourself can also be whatever you want to be. So women were not necessarily made for men. It's probably the other way around, you know, because it's through the incompleteness of men, the inadequacy of men, the need of a man, that a woman came. But when the woman came, everything was complete. So the woman really doesn't necessarily have any need for which the man would have to. Did you get what I'm saying? Like, it was because God knew the need of man that women came. But after women came, there was no record of a need that women had for which men needed to exist. So you see the dynamics of man and woman. So women, for me, are more complete than men. And that's why when a woman decides that I want to be by myself, I don't want to date anymore, I don't want men in my life, I want to build a life for me, they're able to do it. And when a woman says, I don't need men in my life again, it's possible that they can spend the entire lifetime not ever needing men. But when a man says, I don't need a man, they are lying. There's no man out there, I can dare you. I mean, yes, regardless of all the rainbow colors and all that, it's still a representation of male and female. I mean, I don't see where we are. But anyway, I want to address that. I want to address that now. But regardless, whatever gender there is still that missing link when it comes to men needing women compared to women needing men. That dynamics we probably will have to discuss someday. All right, so Joris, I say, hey Ekow, you are revealing secrets. So you are revealing our secrets. Well, they didn't have to be secrets in the first place. You deprived women all these years of what they should be doing, and now some of us have been sent. Don't come after me. Nanava says some men are stubborn, proud. Stubborn Academy, they don't know what they are talking about. The leader of the Stubborn Academy, when he finds good love, he will resign. Just like the way women are always like advocating. Charlie, sometimes the leader of the advocacy group, when they find good love, they just leave. So Genesis 2:24 says, Bible talks about a man leaving his parents, but for a man, it is referred to her as a wife. So before marriage, the male is still a man and the female had already become a wife. So if the wife doesn't work to transform the man into a husband, he will continue to be a man. Chai! That is Daniele. See you. The wife is complete. That's what I'm telling you. Wives, women are complete. You don't need us to do anything for you. You see the thing? That's why it's a privilege for a man to give a woman money. Because you see, it's not like without your money they can't survive. But you see, by giving the woman money, it's like you are investing. This one, I'm sure you like it. Your head. But it is a thing of pride for any man who is able to provide. It's a thing of pride. Sometimes, I mean, our deepest regrets are our inability to do more for the women we love. And that's really the truth. When a man loves a woman, he gives. He shows it by giving. You see, he wants to make sure the woman doesn't need anything. We'll talk about that. All right. Nanaba says you live long. Amen. Jennifer, good to see you. I'm proud to be a woman. I'm proud to be a woman. Indeed, a man's life changes when a woman comes in, for the good and for the worst. It's true. And we pray that it will be for the good, because when a woman means your life, oh my God. Oh, you don't know. All right, so Jesus' ministry was sponsored by women. The men were busy seeking positions and eating. Oh, Charlie, have mercy, have mercy. Which one is the eating? Were you not the ones that were giving us the food? All right, Richmond, good to see you here. Daniele says, what is Kennedy Japan referred to on the red carpet without his wife by his side? It's just him, Kennedy Japan. We don't see him as a responsible man. We don't see him as a stable man. We see him as Kennedy Japan. And that's why without a woman by his side, it's always what he's done, what he's doing, and all that we refer to. Okay, trust me, there are some positions that you can't even get when you're not married, even in the church. And it's true, you see. So it's not, and I'm sure you haven't thought about it. Just check. When a man is on the red carpet, he's just who he is. But when he's on the red carpet with a woman, he's more than that. He's a man indeed. Have you watched The Woman King? Powerful rendition of the Dahomey and Oyo history. I don't know that. I have to read about that. Okay, he will pursue you. Bill Gates' wife, that man will not be the same again. Oh, Bill Gates' wife left him. That man was true. See, now we haven't stopped talking about him. Yaira says amazing nuggets. Richmond, fire. Jennifer, punchlines, pioneer. Yaira, love Dr. Ekow. Oh, Charlie, by you too. Right now, no, they give me position. Love Dr. Man. Please. I'm on an assignment. God has given me an assignment to help women understand who they are and to help men value the women that God brings their way. All right, so Jennifer, oh my God, yeah, only your dancing skills. I told you, it's not what. Philip, I'm live here and I totally agree. Jennifer, love is very good. It is very, very good. It's very, very, very good, oh Jennifer. It's very, very good. See, people have not tasted. Or see, taste and see the goodness of the Lord. And I will change the Lord to taste and see the goodness. See, say wapa feel pan, and then actually just sit and let me take care of you. She'll take your shoes off, she'll massage your feet, and then switch the roles. A woman comes home, the man takes her shoes off, massages her feet. I don't see how it should be, and child. Oh my God. Drive time and cost money. Daniele, be careful. Alright, that was a scripture I quoted in the context. I don't misunderstand it. Okay, that's good. Women make men complete. It's undeniable. Wow. We pray for our noble men. Learn this. Yes. Facts. Love conquers it all. That's true. You're unraveling keys here. Okay, that's Winston. Don't disclose everything. Lock some away. Guys, thank you so much. It's been, oh wow, this has been too long. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So thank you so much. It's been an exciting episode. I just hope that for all the men out there, pursue success at all, pursue success, all right? But trust me, you would never feel completely fulfilled, and you would not be complete if you don't focus on really finding a good woman. And women, please, like I said, relax. By your very nature, you are complete. You don't need to do all those excessive things to show a man that you love him. You don't prove anything to anyone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it comes naturally. So if you add extra to it to show him, you're overwhelming the guy that hasn't experienced this thing before. A bit overwhelming. You understand? So relax, just have fun and be you, and then everything would be fine. All right? Okay, guys, thank you so much. And then I will see you, God willing, tomorrow. And I'm hoping that it will be another amazing episode. Thank you so much. And keep commenting. Let me know if, the things I'm saying are helping. And if you have any other things that you would want us to talk about. And we would be more than happy to address them here. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and go value the woman in your life. Tell them you love them. Call someone, call a woman, and tell them thank you for being amazing to me. Call someone, let them know. All right? Take care, and bye-bye.